KC, the block captain, and I'm back. Yeah, it's my reality. Yeah, it's my reality. Yeah, yeah. And they know. Yeah, and they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, and we know. It's my reality podcast. Topics stay hard, breaking down the root cause, climbing over brick walls, battling with demons, telling stories that's real. People suffer with addiction, no fiction. They're ill, hosted by Casey, you know the one that's got skills. The issues when I raise the alarm, they be different from the norm. Surely using my plateau, showing different kind of form.
Welcome back to another episode of my reality podcast show. This is episode 16. You know, I'm over the moon. I can't lie. Like, I've got to 16 episodes of this. Like, trust me, it ain't been easy neither. It's been hard trying to find the time and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's a proud moment. You know, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment on all the content that you hear on the show tonight, feel free. You know what I mean? On the topic that I'm going to put on the table, feel free to comment on that, man. Do you know what I mean? And I hope I don't offend anyone tonight, because it's quite a strong show tonight. Do you know what I mean? You know, if I do, then, you know what I mean, then that's just how it goes. If I'm offending you, just get off, you get me? Because I'm not going to apologise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I'm not going to apologise. How about that? Now, let's get into this. And on today's episode, I want to talk about the organisation Black Lives Matter. Yeah? Like, I just want to put this out there as well. Like, I love the concept of Black Lives Matter, and I love that philosophy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a good philosophy. The title is great. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with the title whatsoever. You get what I'm saying? That's not what this is about, obviously. Like, the title, nope. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to break some shit down. Okay? So now, I understand that Black Lives Matter is an organisation that was founded in 2013 in response to the acquittal of Trayvon Martin's murderer. Now, I think we can all remember when the black kid from America in 2013 was gunned down, Trayvon Martin, by a police officer. Now, that was very unfortunate what happened to that kid, you know. So, yeah, like, I think we can all remember that. Now, I'm saying, like, somebody at the time acknowledged that founding an organisation would be recognised as being good or important. ? Yeah? And the reason I say ? is because I want to know who the founders of this organisation, Black Lives Matter, really are. Like, I want names and faces of who really founded this organisation. That's what I want. Names and faces, because this is an investigation, okay? I'm being serious. I'm laughing, but I'm being serious, man. You know, the people that get put in front of us, right, as so-called black leaders and founders of a movement like this, are usually false. You know, there's always a higher power in place when it comes to black people and togetherness movements. You know, even from like the civil rights movement in America during the 1960s, right? There were many black organizations that were put in place just to keep us, black people, at bay and make us think somebody actually cares about us and the injustice we had to face at the time. You know, I could go into more detail, but I have to be very careful, you know what I mean, what I say, you know, because one, I don't know, I'm trying to put words in my mouth. And two, I'd like people to go and research it for themselves and make their own conclusion. You get me? So just research the civil rights movements and like how we was treated in the organizations that were put in place at the time. Okay, and then you can make your own conclusion. That's my conclusion on it. Do you know what I mean? It's always good to research stuff and make your own conclusion on it. Don't be a sheep. Don't just listen to me and follow me and be like, yeah. Like, make sure you go and check it out for yourself. Don't be a sheep. You know what I mean? Even where I'm concerned, like, obviously, You know what I mean? Why should anyone be led by me? You get me? Just go and check it out for yourself, you know. Right. You know, and I don't want to, I could go into mad detail, but I don't want to go off topic neither. You know what I mean? Now, Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation Inc. That is the heading of the whole movement, okay? Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation Inc. Now, I want to break down the word foundation and what it really means, okay? Now, the word foundation means underlying basis or principle. So, underlying basis or principle, yeah? Now, example in a sentence. This idea is the foundation of all modern economics, yeah? So that's how you would probably put it into a sentence, okay? Now, so for me, that means the idea could become a revolution if it's carried out in the right manner. If it's carried out in the right manner, it can become a revolution. Okay, no one's not doubting that Black Lives Matter can't become this great thing that changes society and makes black people's lives a whole lot better, as it's called Black Lives Matter, so it's supposed to benefit us first, I'm guessing. Okay, don't quote me on this, I'm just guessing. It could be a revolution, you know what I'm saying, like in a really nice way. Do you get me? Yeah. But man, you know, I'm just thinking, man, you know, like I've got a funny feeling that it's not being carried out in the right manner. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really do. You know, like, it's not being carried out in the right manner. You know, and I have my doubts and suspicions about this organization, man. You know, that it's not being handled in the correct way over there. It's not. Okay? Which therefore leads to a state of confusion for the consumer, such as myself. You know, I'm confused as hell because I can't see, like, you know, like, all right then, with talk comes actions, innit? With talk comes actions. We've seen that with great leaders in the past. With their talk came some action, okay? I ain't even seen one leader come out of there, let alone talk and action and that. Show me a leader in this organisation, man. Do you know what I mean? And then I might start believing some of the stuff that is actually coming out of their mouth, you know. But at the minute, I'm confused, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I'm not the only one. There's people that feel the same way as me, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to tap into those people and hope that they listen to this, do you know what I mean? And hopefully they can get some answers from my facts and opinions. Yeah, because I don't step on my platform without facts first, and then we'll base it on opinion. You get me? Like, obviously, I'll come through with my opinion after, but it's all based on facts a lot of the time. And then sometimes it's just raw opinion, innit? Because I'm not a robot. I'm going to give you it the way I think it is and the way I see it, without any facts. Simple. After I've just gave you a load of facts, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyhow, Black Lives Matter is also a global organisation in the US, UK and Canada, whose mission is to eradicate white supremacy. Now, hands up those of you here in the class that think eradicating white supremacy is possible. Like, is a possible thing to achieve right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because decades of history tell my black ass that this ain't possible anytime soon. Do you know what I mean? Like, this won't happen in my lifetime. You know, I don't think it will. Anyhow, the Black Lives Matter movement also builds local power, combating and countering acts of violence. Now, this is all quotes, by the way, like that they've written on the internet, innit? I didn't make this shit up. I didn't write it on the internet, type it on there and say, yeah, you know what? Yeah, they wrote this. I didn't do that. This is their stuff. Okay? So my answer to that would be, where is the local power and who is the power used against? So where is it, first of all? Because I haven't seen any. And if there is some, who is it being used against? That's what I want to know. Do you know what I mean? So these are all things you can leave in the comments if you know more than me. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm talking from somebody who's in the dark about this movement. Do you know what I mean? That's been going since 2013. Okay? Now, this is another one of their quotes, okay? Black Lives Matter is also here creating space for black joy. So they're here to create space for black joy. Okay, I'm guessing that was meant to be a joyful moment. What happened to the black schoolgirl in Surrey? What happened to Black Lives Matter movement then? Last time I checked, Surrey was a part of the UK, innit, where they're saying that this Black Lives Matter movement is based. Okay, it's based in the US, UK and Canada. So where was it then? That's what I want to know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, if you didn't think there was black people in Surrey, you can think again, innit? Alright? Now, it also read online, in one of their statements, right? We are winning immediate improvements in our lives, right? This is, quote, Black Lives Matter. So I guess they're talking on behalf of black people when they're saying we are winning immediate improvements in our lives, So that was probably another black person who wrote that about black people. But did he mean it? That's what I want to know, because I don't see any improvements, man. I don't. Okay? Anyway, moving on. Now, it, like I said, it remains to be seen. Because for the messages these so-called black leaders inside this organisation spread, I still don't see any actions being put in place for our benefit. Alright? All they do is come out and talk about racism. Like we haven't all experienced racism at one point in our lives. Yeah. These founders of this organisation, right, that say that Black Lives Matter so much, should know that we know about racism, innit? We know about racism already. So coming out and talking about it gives us like a bit of a headache for us. Do you know what I mean? Like, because for me, I already know about racism, innit? You know what I mean? I know it's a monster that rears its ugly head every day in societies. That's what I know. Mainly black communities and stuff, but it's in society on a whole. And it rears its ugly head every day. That's what I know about racism. And I'm slightly concerned that I have not seen or heard any real solutions from board members on a so-called mission inside Black Lives Matter on how to, take down this ugly monster. Not one idea or plan or nothing. Just always about the problem. Never solutions, man. So there's no real leaders in there. Do you understand me? Because real leaders come up with solutions to problems, innit? You get what I'm saying? Like, where's the strategic plan of action on how to deal with issues on racism in our societies? Like, where is it, man? Like, I don't see it. Do you know what I mean? For this big organisation. Do you know what I mean? Which meant if you're doing organisation, it's meant to be about paperwork, right? Where is it? Where the fuck is the paperwork, man? Like, I can't see it anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Don't see it anywhere at all. I don't see any paperwork to suggest anything, any actions. Like, I can't see them anywhere. Like, a lot of these black members of this organisation are only in it for themselves and their black family members. Learn that. You get what I'm saying? Okay? That's just my personal opinion. Like, for me personally, I don't believe that these so-called leaders care about black people in their communities on a whole. A lot of these black faces they present to us on camera to represent us are nothing but puppets put in place, by the greedy white man. Serious, okay? And I'm being specific when I say greedy. Alright, so don't try and fucking hang me and say, oh, we said all white guys, all white people, we racist. No, I'm not, innit? I said greedy, alright? So fucking learn that. I said greedy first. Alright? Because you have them, innit? Now, I'm not running from it, innit? It's as simple as that. If you want to run from it, run from it. I ain't. Don't like it, fuck off. It's my platform, innit? Simple. Yeah, this ain't no bitch boy platform neither. We skin up our teeth and chat shit. This is a real fucking platform. You get me? I said my reality podcast, the topics stay hard. Yeah, so learn that bit. Yeah, topics on Viagra. So fuck off if you don't like it. Simple. Right. They are there to try and convince us to calm down because everything's under control. You know, that's what happened after the Trayvon Martin incident. You know, God bless him. They come out with these so-called black leaders. Calm down, everyone. It's gonna be all right. We got it under control. That's how they do it. So we must not ask questions and just sit back and trust them to handle their business. Well, they're fucking doing that, okay? All right? And, you know, we go, okay, we'll sit back. We'll close our mouths. You know, well, I got news for the closed mouth consumer. Open it, because a closed mouth don't get fed. It's as simple as that, all right? And if people don't get fed, naturally, I would assume that these people are happy to go hungry. That's what I'd assume, innit? You know, if your mouth's closed, you're not getting fed, and I'm looking at you, and I'm thinking, you're happy to go hungry then. Okay, that's your business, you know. You know, while these so-called leaders handle their business with the greedy white man behind them, you know, in closed doors, you know what I mean? You have to remember, right? You have to remember when these organizations were founded, right after Trayvon Martin's murder. Yeah, murderer got acquitted. That's when the organization was founded. So check that. Right after the murderer got acquitted, right? Like, for those of you that can remember, black people were angry as hell all over the world. Yeah, there was a backlash taking place on world government. Let's not forget that. Okay, and I'm sorry if I stumble a little bit. It's because I've got notes written down. Like I explained to you in my last show, like I don't come out with notes without notes in it. You know what I mean? Because I've done that too many times in my life, innit? Where I've just gone off a raw opinion all the way, and it's like, can't do that, man. You know what I mean? If you want people to listen, then you need facts, innit? So obviously, like a lot of this is 50-50. A lot of it's facts, and a lot of it is just raw opinion as well. But it's good. It's good, man. Okay. So yeah, you have to remember the world government was getting hella backlash. Yeah? All right. This was a tragic situation that had black America rioting in the streets. Let's not forget that. You understand me? Coming together, formulating, right, similar opinions on the racist matter at hand. Okay? So imagine that we were coming together. We were simulating, like, the same opinions on the matter, which brought us together in the fucking first place, man. That's power. Yeah, that was real fight the power shit that was happening at that time. Okay? It was like the government had, you know, a massive hole in their ship at sea. Okay? Because it was a policeman who done it. So obviously they're linked to the government, innit? They are the government. So the government, they was all in it together. Massive hole in their ship at sea. Yeah? And they needed something to patch the hole up with. Because like, you know, of the, you know, because, you know, there's potential, obviously, when you've got a hole in your boat at sea, there's all the potential for water to enter into the ship. That's basically what I'm trying to say, innit? So what do? You've seen it in the movies. They get plywood and pap, like cover it up, and get what I'm saying? Alright, so that's, for me, that's how I'm looking at that, innit? Yeah. So they came up with the Black Lives Matter movement to help cool down the situation at hand. That's what they've done. Yeah? Right. Everything was getting on tops for them at the time, as we remember. With all the rioting in the street and people, like black people, losing their minds over the tragic situation and that. It was getting on tops for them, and the fact it was one of their own that did it, yeah, it was getting on tops for them, okay? Right. So yeah, like I said, everything was getting on top for them. Now we're going to see what the word organization means, okay? Because this is something I was kind of couldn't wait to get to, to be quite honest with you. Right, now let's go, yeah? An organization is a group of people with a particular purpose, such as a business or a government department. A business or a government. So business and government, we're going to highlight those two words. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? So the shit is a business set up by the government. I'm not trying to hear it, innit? It's a simple, that's their words. It's not mine. That's all quote from them, innit? Yeah? So how could it, if it's set up by world government, yeah, how can it be for the benefit of black people? It could never be. It's set up by world government and it's a business. It's not a charity. They're not giving away nothing. Do you understand me? Right? They give you a fucking Black Lives Matter t-shirt and a cap. That's what we're getting and march in the street till they say stop. Oh yeah, you can start this time, you can stop at this time. So what are we in control of? I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it, man. They've been doing it to us for years, bruv. Don't want to fucking hear it, innit? Simple, right? So yeah, for me, it makes me sick, innit? To be honest, to know that it's a business. You get me? At the end of the day, that's what it is, innit? Yeah, it's a profitable business set up by the devil. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that for free, right? Yeah, they don't give a monkeys about black lives. The people that set this up, yeah, it's just put there by world government to try and control us in the same way you control animals. Simple. As far as they're concerned, fuck the Trayvon Martin's got killed. Excuse me. Yeah, tragic, right? Forget that where they're concerned. All they care about is their own arse and saving their own neck. And who was looking to stamp on their neck? Who was looking to stamp on their neck? Black America, innit? The whole world was looking on it. Even white people were disgusted. Everyone was disgusted with that. That was disgusting, innit? The boy was only about 10, 11 and he didn't have nothing on him, innit? Like, it was crazy. Okay? So they was in trouble, innit? I'm not trying to hear it. Alright? Simple. Okay. So, right, where was I now? Yeah, so they want to they put that in place now to try and tame the animal in it. Yeah. All right. Whoever has not sold out completely, they're still not helping black lives by being in the line with another sheep. You understand me? Because you've got some people now. Yeah, I'll explain that. Now you've got some people that just ride with things, man. They hear Black Lives Matter, and it's like they just ride with it. Everything that's put in front of them from the organisation, that's riding with it. They don't ask questions, man. They don't ask questions. You get me? Oh, just Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And they're not asking no questions. If you say something about Black Lives Matter, they want to get all antsy with you. Do you understand me? Oh, what are you talking about, man? You can't say that about Black Lives Matter. Why not? When there's a white greedy pussy at the top of it, heading it. Of course I can. Because I've done my research and I know that's where it is. I'm showing you that's where it is now, dickhead. So come at me like that, innit? And I'll just ignore you. Oh, it's another dunce, innit? You get me? But no one ain't going to come at me. Because a lot of people are bad mind on my channel. So no one don't support it. So that's why I can say what the fuck I want to say, innit? Because no one's going to watch it anyway. They're all bad mind pussy holes. A lot of them that don't watch it, they skip past it and right there. The people that watch it, I love you, innit? Simple. People that don't watch it, fuck you. How's that? Come off if you don't agree with it, innit? Because you come on there to spy, innit? You're just like the world government. Fuck you. You get me? Now, yeah, so where was I? Yeah, I was saying, like, yeah, they're not like these people there. I mean, get me? They're sheep, innit? You get me? They don't do any research for themselves. They ain't got no intellect, nothing. They're dumb, innit? Now, and they stay dumbed down by the government. Now, do you know how much world government are earning off of black people who are, like, wholeheartedly believing in this business that they've set up? Peas, millions. Okay? All right? And who are they using to beat us in the head with lies in replace for money? Like, who are they using to beat us in the head with lies in replace for money? These so-called black leaders who are really puppets for the greedy white man. Yeah? Simple. That's who they're using, innit? So this is also another form of black on black crime. You get me? It is. When they send in another black person to take us off of our positive route, where we was asking questions and we weren't getting them, we might be moving a bit physical, you know what? Because at the end of the day, the more of us that come together, the more we can move physical if we don't get the answers to the questions that we're asking. Because we're starting off with question asking first. If we don't get the answers, you've seen what happened during the time, innit, of the Trayvon Martin tragedy. You saw what happened, innit? If we're not getting the answers, we're not happy. Simple. Why should we be happy? You get me? And that's it, man. Right. So, yeah. Where was I now? So, I was saying that, they're just puppets, innit, yeah? So, this is also another form of black on black crime. That's what I was saying as well, yeah? When they send in another black person to take us off of our positive route and then lead us astray, maybe off of a cliff top, perhaps. You understand? Like lemons and shit. Yeah? Just dropping. Me not even that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, got man fucking got niggas thirsty. Black people thirsty, yeah? And we're licking the sword. You understand me? Yeah, and drinking our own blood. We don't even realise it. Yeah, because when you lick the sword, you cut your tongue in it. You get me? But you're so fucking thirsty, you end up drinking your own blood till you're dead. You understand me? Yeah? So that's what's happening. Don't get it twisted to the dumb ones, innit? Right? But the ones that are smart and woke like me, that can't happen to me, innit? They have to come in my yard and shoot me in my sleep or something, innit? Yeah? Real talk. I'm a leader, innit? Tired of telling people. You get what I'm saying? How much of a leader I am, You get what I'm saying? Like, and I don't care who ain't happy or don't, if I get a kind of following I get or whatever. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. I really don't. I ain't doing this for likes and whatnot. You get what I'm saying? That's the only time they might consider shooting me in my sleep, when I'm doing it for likes and I'm getting them. And I'm getting subscriptions and now he's got a mass following, kill him. Like, Yeah, that ain't happening for now, so I'm alright. I'm gonna keep talking. Okay? Now, like I said, they'll be leading you off a cliff top and shit, okay? That's some fucking lemons, alright? For a healthy payment as well in return. Yeah, the devil tells them to throw us under the bus, every day. And they do it, these so-called black leaders. They come to us and they do it, man. Alright? So, all these celebrities as well, man, they get to come out and spread the message they want to convey to us under this fake organization, which is really just another profitable business plan. Yeah, so they'll get these black faces to come out, that celebrities, and say their message, right? That the bigger head wants them to convey. So the message ain't coming from them; it's coming from the organization, innit? It's coming from the bigger heads, innit? You think they can just stray off and say what they want? No way. Even if they felt some type of way, they got to keep it all business, because that's what you've been paid to do. That's what you're getting paid to do. Okay? So we'll clear that one up quickly. That's what's going on a lot of the times when you see them come out with their fake message, their fake pro-black shit. It's hype, all right? Yeah. As we know, it's owned by greedy white men, as I keep saying, like the company, and the celebrities' messages are a joke. How about that? You get me? Like, I see through these celebrities, innit? Yeah, I really do, man. Like, it doesn't matter to them, innit, when they're coming out with their message. It really don't. It's just another day, another dollar. Okay? As long as they can feed their own black families and, they can boost, like, their own black families, you know what I mean? And they can bolster on the less fortunate families, in the communities that they come from, that they once came from. They're happy, man. They'll always be happy in their life. Yeah, they can keep their families up and both on the families that are less fortunate in the communities that they came from. They'll always be happy in life. That's what I'm trying to tell you, And that is truly what them and the devil want, okay? Because that's who a lot of them work for, right? Like, to be able to look down their noses on people like me, who actually care about my people, like, You know, that's their thing, innit? You know, now and again you'll get these black celebrities that will come out, you know what I mean, and talk against their greedy white management, right? When they are not getting what they want from the company behind closed doors, that's when they do it. That's when they come out and start saying, oh yeah, man, black this, black that, black this, black that, you get me? And black this, black that, black this, black that. Why? Because your fucking manager, yeah, your greedy white devil manager, ain't giving you what you want. That's why you're coming out and trying to get man them on side now, trying to come back to the hood and all that and grovel. You know what I mean? Some bitch boys, man. You get me? Yeah? So when you hear them talk pro-black, yeah, they're not doing this for us. Learn that, innit? They are saying things to piss their management off. Don't fucking forget that, man. Seriously, because I can see through these guys like cling film, innit? Yeah? Learn that. Yeah, then the fanboys come out on social media and start sharing the celebs' bullshit message on black people in their communities. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a joke, you know? It's all talk, you know? What real charities and businesses have these black celebrities set up to help other black people less fortunate? You know what I mean? Then you know, less fortunate than they are in their communities. Do you know what I mean? Like, what have they set up to help black people that are less fortunate than they are, that come from the same communities that they came from? That's basically what I'm trying to fucking say, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, nothing. Yeah, but fanboys and fangirls will come out and say, but they have restaurants in their community. Yeah, that's all good, right? That's all good. But last time I checked, you had to pay to eat in a restaurant, right? So that's not really helpful to black people in our communities, you know, that might be suffering from poverty. That doesn't help them, okay? Should I tell you what does help them and what is helpful? A soup kitchen or a hostel, yeah? Yeah, that's what I'll do, you know. Those kind of projects will be perfect. You know what I mean? Take some of the black people off the streets. And just, you know, people that are less fortunate. They might not even all be black. But we're talking about black lives. So we're going to focus on our own first, innit? That's all I'm trying to say. Get them in a soup kitchen so they ain't got to rely on Salvation Army and that. Because there's nothing wrong with Salvation Army. But I'm telling you now, if I step in the Salvation Army, yeah, and there's a white man next to me, right? And there's only one plate of food, who do you think they're giving it to? They're not giving it to me. I'm telling you. Yeah, if I step in the Salvation Army or whatever now, yeah, and I'm homeless and there's only one bed and there's a white man standing next to me, who do you think they're giving it to? They're not giving it to me, innit? Yeah? So why don't you guys set up some fucking hostels where we can get first picks and first dips? You get me? When we're in certain situations. That would be a nice thing to do. Do you know what I mean? It really would. It would be a nice thing to do, man. Do you know? Yeah? Right. Because that's what I would do. Do you know what I mean? That's seriously what I'd do, man. You know, when I come out and talk, you know, as a celebrity, say, you know, that way I know in my heart what I'm saying is real. And then other people would know that I mean what I'm saying. Because you've seen the kind of projects that I've set up in my hood that's benefiting the hood. It's helping people. My projects have took man off road, innit? Like, man that are homeless off road, innit? Man them that are homeless off road, and girls that are homeless on road, black girls that are homeless on road. It's took them off, gave them a bed tonight, innit? Yeah, it's gave families that can't afford to rise clout, feed their kids on the estates that I come from, yeah, a soup kitchen to go and feed their youths at. And get me, you can get breakfast, lunch and dinner, innit? Not a restaurant where they got to pay bag of pee. Like I said, that's all good for the man them that are doing it or whatever, man. God bless you. You get me? But seriously, don't come out here and try and say that you're benefiting black people and try and come out with your bullshit black talk, yeah, when you know that you're chatting out your fucking backside because you ain't done nothing for black people since you bust. So shut up, innit? Simple. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and you're hearing it from a leader, innit? A black leader, a real black leader, innit? I ain't part of no organisation, innit? You get me? I was drained from a leader's ball bags. Simple. My dad, yeah, and I'm my father's son, innit? That's who I am. Part of nothing else. Alright? You get me? And I'm protected by a Rastafari. You get me? Yeah, that's my Almighty. Yeah, in the human form. Yeah, don't get it twisted. That's the guy who's got a force field around me. That's why I can say whatever the fuck I want and no one can do nothing about it. And that's that. Yeah, apart from bounce if you don't like what I'm saying. Simple. Right. Where was I? No, yeah, as I was saying, right? That's what you're supposed to do, man. You get me? Yeah, because like I said, that's what I do. So I know when my talk's real. When I come out and I talk my pro-black talk, it's real, innit? Because my projects and schemes are helping black people to survive, innit? Simple as that. Yeah? I'm not just going to come out and chase for views. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, saying things to try and piss my management off. Like, I'm not, fuck all that, innit? You get what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, I feel some kind of way, so now, I'm going to have a black weekend where I talk black and I have black issues and shit. Nah, man, that's not how this thing goes, innit? If you don't feel like that every day, shut your mouth. Because, most days you're sucking your tycoon manager off, so shut up. You get me? Yeah? Right. A lot of these celebrities who make it out there, out of their rough communities, their attitude flips, as soon as they get out. Do you know what I mean? Attitude flips. It's like, why should I help people now? Do you know what I mean? That's how they're becoming like, why should I help them? No one helped me. That's their attitude when they make it. All right. I get that. You get what I'm saying? I get that attitude still. But I think it's a bit of a bullshit way to still be thinking, nah, you're up there. You get what I'm saying? Now you've made it. Like, that's a petty-minded way to think, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one helped me, so I'm not going to help them. Like, that's just dumb, innit? The more we carry on doing that, is like the longer it's going to take us to actually come together and achieve things as people. Do you know what I mean? Like, the more we look down on each other, innit? That's what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? We'll never rise together, innit, as a people. Like, learn that bit. I'm telling you, man. So we need to stop that shit, innit? Yeah, because when we're always going to find, like, something to separate ourselves from each other, how the fuck are we gonna ever make it? We're always going out and seeking something to separate ourselves from each other. Do you know what I mean? When we come together, that's why we can't come together, because we're always rubbing our chin. What makes me different from my man still? What's making me different from my girl? Like, why do you want to be different? Why don't we look at what makes us the same? Innit? Fuck off, man. I can't stand it, man. It's so annoying. Do you know what I mean? Like, living by COVID-19 rules, like, we're never gonna get far as a people. Like, how long have we been living by COVID-19 rules? Them rules will come out in COVID-19. I've heard them before, innit? You get me? Because black people have been living by them rules for years, innit? So I don't want to hear it. Real shit. Yeah? We need to jump off our high horses and start really coming together, do you know what I mean? For, like, our own benefits, before it's too late. Yeah? But the truth is, on the real, like, I'm going to end on this as well. The truth is, I don't ever think that it will, like, happen. But I'm not going to say that it's too late, innit? It's not going to happen in my lifetime. I'd never say it's too late, but I just don't think it's going to happen, like, in my lifetime, innit? Now, I believe that the longer we take, the harder it's going to become to achieve, innit? That togetherness. And really doing this Black Lives Matter movement, like, with real passionate black leaders. You get me? I don't see them, innit? That's all I'm saying, innit? I don't see them. Like, I'm sorry if I sounded fired up and everything like that. But in this episode, there was no jokes, innit? This is the real me, innit? It's as simple as that. So if you don't like it, don't listen to it. But at least I'm giving you 100% me, innit? I'm not shortchanging you. You get me? You're getting 100% KC on this episode. Because I wanted this episode to be one that people talk about, innit? I don't care what you talk about it for. I don't give a fucking shit what you want to talk about it for still. If you're angry, then be angry. If you're happy, then be happy. You get me? Yeah? I don't give a fuck. I'm just wanting people to talk, and because I know what I'm saying on this episode, I mean it, innit? I fucking mean it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's just it there, man. For me, Black Lives Matter movement, like the Black Lives Matter slogan, I love it. The movement, bullshit. Simple as that, innit? And you lot carry on believing in bullshit and not doing your research. You get what I'm saying? But me, I ain't being no sheep, innit? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it for my reality podcast show, episode 16. I hope you enjoyed the show. And like I said, like, sorry for any stumbles that I had along the way, doing like with my reading and everything like that. But I'm sure I tried to explain myself in every kind of sentence after I read it. Yeah, explain what I just said. So yeah, if you didn't catch it, just rewind it. Yeah, KC the Block Captain. Till the next episode, I'm out. Peace.
KC the Block Captain, and I'm back. Yeah, it's my reality. Yeah, it's my reality. Yeah, yeah. And they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, and we know. It's my reality podcast. Topics stay hard, breaking down the root cause, climbing over brick walls, battling the demons, telling stories that's real. People suffer with addiction, no fiction. They're ill, hosted by Casey, you know, the one that's got skills. The issues when I raise the alarm, they be different from the norm. Surely using my plateau, showing different kind of form.